Hey everybody, welcome to the corporate kitchens here at Harris Spice. My name is Ben Smith, I'm the corporate chef here, and let's do some cooking. So when I saw the spices on offer for the ASTA competition, straight away my mind started thinking about Moroccan cuisine. I've got a lot of those spices that would make up the Braised spice blend. So what I've got here is my super duper secret spice blend. So that's made up of some black pepper, coriander, chili, cinnamon, fennel, nutmeg and mace. You can see here I've drenched my lamb shanks in some seasoned flour. Got a nice hot pan here, a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm going to get these in there and start them colouring off. Alright, so we're looking for a nice golden brown colour all over. As you'll notice, I've got my instant pot here. That's what I'm going to use for the braising today. So in there I've got my chopped tomato, my chicken broth, my thyme, my bay leaf, my onions and my carrots. Okay, so I've browned off my lamb shanks. I'm now going to deglaze the pan with some red wine. Scrape up all those nice brown bits and then we'll add that to the instant pot. So my peppers I'm going to put directly over the burner like this. Tomatoes, let's get a little blowtorch on those. A little heat like this all over the tomato, and this is the fastest way to burn them by far. Once I've got that nice burnt skin all over, I'm going to pop them in some ice water to stop those outside of the skin from cooking any further. So I've got this nice char all over the skin there, that's perfect. Alright, let's carry on with the couscous. Very simple to make this couscous. I've got 1 cup of couscous here, and I've got 1 cup of chicken broth that's just come up to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there, a generous slug. And then garlic, that's the last of the ASTA spices for today. A generous pinch of that. I've got some chili here, a good pinch of that, and some salt and pepper. There we go. And then couscous straight in, and I'm going to immediately turn off the heat and then put the lid on this and give this a little bit of shake. So what I'll do is I'll come back to this after a couple of minutes. I'll stir this with a fork, break up any lumps in there, and I'll do that a couple of times over the next few minutes. I'll then put this to one side and hold there. I'm going to add some of the diced pepper that we did earlier that we burnt earlier. I'm going to add that in there and then leave that until we're ready to plate and I can gently reheat this. Okay, I'm going to move on to the pan-fried aubergine. I've got a nice hot pan here, a small amount of vegetable oil in there, not too much, straight in there. And I'm going to give it a very quick toss to try and distribute that oil evenly all over my aubergine pieces. Okay, so I've got the nice brown colour on my eggplant here. It's all nice and tender, softened up nicely. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of spice. Just a little touch of mace, a very strong spice, so we don't want too much of that. Good pinch of pepper, that's chili pepper even, some salt, and lastly some black pepper. We'll toss that through and that's the end of the aubergine. So the pressure cooker's finished, we've been on high pressure for 45 minutes, I left that for about 15 to 20 to relax. Always be very careful when you're releasing the steam off. Okay, so the pressure's all released, let's see what we've got. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard the carrot and the onion, that's just flavoured my sauce here. And then what I'm going to do is start removing some of the sauce like so. And I'm going to put it into my conical strainer here. And I'm just going to start rubbing this through the sieve. So all of that tomato will come through and we'll start to get a great, beautiful, smooth sauce. I'm then going to reduce this down until it thickens up to a sauce-like consistency and then we'll plate up. So with the couscous off camera, I've peeled and de-skinned and diced my mixed peppers. I've cut up my English cucumber and I've de-seeded and diced some of my tomatoes. I've got a little bit of the chopped cilantro in my couscous and I'll just add a little bit of my veggies here. Beautiful. So a little bit unusual perhaps to put in some raw cucumber here, but it's somewhere where I absolutely love the crunch and the texture that it gives. Alright, good mix of that into the centre of our plate, a judicious amount. Okay, my lamb shank is out. It's not the world's most photogenic lamb shank. We'll use that, we'll hide that with some sauce. Okay, I've got my sauce here, this is all nicely reduced. Just going to put some of that around. As I said, a little bit over the top to try and disguise that not such a beautiful lamb shank. And then finally some of the eggplant just around like so. So there we are folks, the Moroccan braised lamb shank. You have to take my word for it, it is delicious. It just remains for me to say thank you very much for attending. Enjoy the rest of your ASTA conference and vote for me.